Hey everybody, FunshionX here. Welcome back to A Grim Life server play. Well, this is episode 5. Logged in today and saw that there is a package here waiting for me from Esk. Let's see what it is. He has made me the crystal bow from Botania. Sweet! I believe this thing fires mana and not arrows, so that is going to be awesome. We're planning to take on the Ender Dragon in the next couple days. So we'll get that going, and that bow is going to be awesome for it. I think I can enchant it. I'm not sure. We'll go check that out now. But I guess this gift also came with a storage crate. So cool for that as well. Let's get the sign back in a chest. I don't really care for that. And I want to look at my Harvest Festival book, whatever it says. You start off with collections, and this is basically showing you everything you've sold to the vendor. You can see I've sold no food at all as far as cooked food. I need to actually sell some, craft some of it, and I've only learned the recipes for a few things, but that's okay. As far as mining, we're pretty close to having everything, probably just one more level, maybe 2 of stuff. But the problem is I'm having to buy ladders like every 5 levels now that I go down, so it's really expensive to get down further in the mine right now. As far as fishing, we haven't done any fishing at all. Shipping, we've done a lot of the plants, but not many. None of the eggs, none of really the milk, none of the pork. Is that? I think that's pork. I don't know. We've got a lot of the random plants here. Most of the wood and rocks. We've got all those. Yeah. I'm not sure what this leather is. We've got regular leather. This is a different leather. Maybe this is like dark leather. But if you guys know any what these are that I'm missing, let me know. There are some that, of course, I have sold that don't show up here. Wheat, netherwort, melon, feathers, pork chops, and steak, I believe. I'm not sure. I've sold a bunch of those. I just haven't got credit for those yet because I just did them recently. So those should get me credit in the morning. But yeah, I want to fill out this entire thing. At least, definitely the shipping. We're going to do fishing later. We'll see if we can get most of those, and mining we want to take on. And then it's to this huge list of cooking recipes. Relationships, I have no relationships with anyone at all. Except Ulif and Daniel want to talk to me, apparently. We got a lot of the NPCs, but there are still plenty waiting to be unlocked. And I think we're going to do a whole episode upcoming where we go around and try and increase our relationships with them. Certain things like Ulif, if you give him a better relationship, he sells you better sprinklers that do a 9x9 instead of 3x3. That kind of thing. Each of them have different things that they'll add when you get a better relationship with them. As far as the notebook, we've unlocked everything but pigs there, and I'm not sure what this tree is. That's kind of an interesting tree. Activities, I just need to get the refrigerator there, and then we got so much to do for here. That's okay. And then quests. Oh, she wants to talk to us again, so maybe we'll go do that right now. But then it wants us to build all these more things that are super expensive, so we need to do some more mining. As far as the base goes, the storage hasn't changed. This is our blue flame setup that Esk made for Better with Mods. How this works, I'm not going to show you everything, but just a general concept is this is a turntable that's connected to a redstone storage on a block. So as it turns around, it's basically just a fancy clock that turns on and off, and that turns this axle and makes this bellows go up and down. Now if you do this at the right period, this hibachi, which basically is just a flame, it's like netherrack that won't go out, will turn blue. And that is what you need in the crucible to cook certain things, such as the anvils and the horse armor. So we just got 8 gold from a horse armor, 31 iron from a anvil that was very badly damaged, and we can build it right back again into a full one. You need this kiln setup, which is made out of bricks, and pretty much that's it. But S did all of this because he knows it. He's been going crazy with Botania, so we've now got a hopper hawk here to craft or pick up the things from the millstones and from our wood, so our wood doesn't go flying already. And you will see this is now mana glass that he's replaced all of our glass with. So kind of get that nice view out there. We've got 2 different carpenters, one for crafting with water, one for crafting with creosote for our torches. You can see we've got tons in there. I'm going to pull those out so we can start crafting more. What's he been doing 6 wood pulp with? He's been making, letters, so he can mail stuff. Okay, so yeah, we've now got a mailbox from forestry. You can either craft it yourself or buy one for 5,000 gold. I think it's at the general store. It might be at the park. I don't remember. But you can send mail back and forth between other players on the server, which is cool. I bought all the kitchen stuff except for the fridge, I guess. So we've got the frying pan, the blender, the pot, and then the cooking knife, and the oven. So we can cook everything here. And one thing cool about it is if you take this guy here and you look at the different recipes, if you have what it takes to build this, there'll be a little check mark next to it. So I'll be like, oh, do I have mushroom stew? Oh, no, I don't. Well, we can probably do that. Let's actually cook a recipe here. Let's do our first recipe on the server. We need a mushroom and a mushroom. Just one of each. And then when we come over here and we look, it says, yep, you have everything, and it's going to go ahead and cook. It says, oh, you need the cooking pot over the oven. So let's switch these. And then now, can we cook this? Have it underneath it to fit the ingredients of mushroom stew. What? That's really weird. That is an oven, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's do it the other way. Maybe that just doesn't work. We'll put one of those in there. One of those in there. And we'll see if it makes a mushroom stew for us. There we go. I didn't get credit. Oh, man. Oh, well. And you can see it's only one haunch, even though it says 3 haunches here. These have no bearing on what it actually is. Yeah. Can we eat this? Yeah. Anyway, so that's how you do the cooking. I don't know why that didn't work as far as the automatic. Usually it puts it right in there. Melons and turnips. Wheat turns into flour, and then flour, I think, turns into bread with 1 flour. So you can make 1 bread per 1 flour, which is nice. Should we do that recipe? Let's try that one. Flour should be in here. Go ahead and throw that into the blender. I just love the sound effects and the graphics too. They're all really cool. There we go. We got some wheat, and we put it in the oven. And that's going to make us some bread. So, much more efficient than a standard bread recipe. Even got the little beep. And we, where did our bread go? Hello? There it goes. We made bread. Apparently I've already got these achievements, but can I actually... Did I get credit for these now? Yes, okay. So since I actually have made these, I've got credit, and it'll tell me how much they sell for. You can see that bread is 56, but wheat is like 80, so it's not worth it to do. to make bread and sell bread. It's just if you want to have something to eat that's better, then you can make the bread. But no point in selling it. But I bet like certain things, like if we just take like raw lamb and maybe even raw fish, cook that in there. You don't want to cook both of them in there. It'll try and combine them into a recipe and go, oh, recipe failed, because I don't know a recipe that uses lamb and fish together. But let's see, did we get a credit for that now? Yes, we did. Sweet. So you can kind of tell from the silhouettes on some of them what they are. But oh, got a little bit of money there. Oh, look at all that leather I just sold. 6,000 gold for my leather. And now we should be able to look back at this and see that, yes, we've passed off a bunch more things. I didn't sell a raw steak, and maybe I didn't have one. Or a melon, or yeah. So some of these guys, if you know what they are, let me know in the comments below. I don't know how to get bananas and cherries. I really want to know how to get those. Tell me how. Alright. Back you go in there. Maybe we'll just eat this mutton because I have no place to put it. Okay, let's get back out. Well, I'm going to show you come over here. I'm not sure how a lot of this works, but Esk is going crazy with Botania. This is an automated setup for living rock and living wood, using some pure daisies and some mana spreaders that have different lenses on them. He's got time turner hourglasses things and some flowers that mean you know, our magnets don't pick up stuff. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. If you want to see how to do it, go watch my regrowth series from years ago. No, don't do that. Watch, subscribe to Esk. He's showing all this on his channel. He's also got, this is actually a tree farm. There's a really nice one. As these saplings grow, which apparently there's a problem with replanting the saplings that he'll have to address, but the saplings grow, these boars are going to take down the wood, and the wood is going to be collected in this chest based on this hopper hawk with an item frame. apples go in here, which is cool. And then the wood right now he is putting into furnaces and then putting into, turning into charcoal. And then that's going into a dropper and feeding all of his endoflames. Endoflames. And those are making our mana. So it's just one complete system, completely automated to make mana. No intervention required, other than it looks like he's got a small issue with his saplings. But because he's got so much mana now, he can run Runic Altars and the Terrasteel Plates and the Portal to Elfheim. So, and this I think is a stone farm. How much stone we got in there? 5 stacks of stone. So, yeah, if you want to see a lot of Botania, go check out S Channel. He's doing tons of it. Look at this. He's had so much stone out of this farm that he's been able to build this giant tower here. This thing's huge. Wow. We've been getting a few villagers via zombie villagers, giving them a potion of weakness and then a golden apple to do that. I've been putting some totemic poles around the base just so that as you walk by, you'll get speed, strength, and fire resist. I think that's the 3 we're using. And cool. Let's keep going down this way. It is winter, so you can see the sky is ugly gray-white, and it snows all the time, almost every day. You're going to have a very hard time doing Minecolony stuff because they will not work in the rain and snow, and it snows almost every day. So don't focus on Minecolonies during the winter. And yeah, let's go over here. I want to show you what I did. I did get the poultry farm made and the barn for the cow made. And look, vanilla crops. we found a slight little way to cheat. Way to plant vanilla crops. Pretty cool. So we planted our melon stem. I don't know why it's gray, but yeah, these don't have to be watered. Never have to water them, even though I do have some sprinklers here. But you can see these ones do not have anything to water them, and they stay watered. And they produce melons maybe like every 3 days, which is cool. The wheat and the carrots grow super slow. These have been planted since fall, maybe summer. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a long time. So don't expect to get too much profit if you figure out the trick how to do this. And that's why I don't think Grim is worried about the way that we did it, because it's so slow to grow. Melons, on the other hand, they're a little bit better. So maybe we should nerf these. I don't know. Let's go check out this big old monstrosity. It's still in progress, but it's working. I just need to do some cleanup on the build to make it look good. But this is an Iron Golem farm, the vanilla one. What it is it's a 8 by 8, 17 by 17 chamber up there. Do I have any way to get up there? I think there's some stuff in here. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, let's get up here. There we are. So it's a 7 by 7 chamber. We used ice to use the water. You can't place water normally in this pack, but if you have ice using Silk Touch, you can plant it here and then break it to make water. So this is just a funnel system into a 3 by 3 in the corner. There's a like one similar to it just below us. So there's 2 levels that the Iron Golems to spawn on. And then on each cardinal direction, north, south, east, west, there's a little holding pen for the villagers. And I think there's 3 in that one, 3 in that one, 2 there, and then 2 in the far side. So there's a total of 10 villagers. And then there's 16 times 4, so 64 doors. This door is actually, I don't think, do anything because it can't even see the sky, but that's okay. There's 64 doors, and that's enough for them to produce Iron Golems with the 10 villagers and that many doors. And yeah, Iron Golems spawn in the middle, and they get pushed down here into a lava blade right up there. And they come down here, and look at all this iron. Oh my goodness. Every time I come back, there's another half a stack at least. This is about a day of the server running, and our chunks have not been loaded that full day. So it's maybe like 4 or 5 hours to produce 4 stacks. So maybe stack an hour. It's not the greatest. You know, maybe an Iron Golem spawns every 2 minutes or so, something like that. But, I mean, it's free, guys. And it's in range that the chunks are loaded when we're in the castle. So these guys are spawning, but they're not, these villagers are not in range of those villagers up there, so it didn't combine into one village. If that happened, our Iron Golems would just spawn out here in the grass, and the farm wouldn't work. So you need to make sure that if you build something like this, you build it far enough away from any other wooden doors or villagers that you have. So don't build, let's see, where's our closest wooden door? Right there, probably. I need to make sure this doesn't have a wooden door because I just built it. It does not. Okay, so this one's fine, but I think there's some other Minecolony stuff that have wooden doors that I do not want to build close by here. Cool. All right, so that's the Iron Golem farm. There are YouTube videos on how to build it. It's very standard for 1.10 Iron Golem farm. I'm so happy. Oh, I was going to grab that iron while I was over here. 3 stacks of iron, 4 stacks of iron. Might as well bring it with me. And again, I'm going to pretty it up so there's no dirt and it actually looks nice. And there's some like storage chests here, that kind of thing. It's funny because in that water you get the cod, and they just spawn and they go through the lava and they turn into cooked fish. And we also got tons of poppies, so red dye galore. Alrighty, I was hoping one would spawn while we were there, but I'm not going to wait around. The next thing, rain tank doesn't collect rain. Yeah, go guys, but you can, if you're watching this later, sing yourself chat, you can use a bucket to go into it. We have that set up here. Use the forestry rain tank, and you just bucket into it, and then you can use water bottles to get water. There we go. Just like that. Okay. The next thing I want to do, right now we have this is like a impromptu zombie farm. A lot of times when we came out from the morning, there would be zombies all over the village, and as soon as you came out here, they would all just rush you. So Esk built this vine trap where the zombies and any mob. Oh no, Jim, do not go there, Jim, stay away from there, Jim. Stupid Jim. Hopefully he teleports out of there. But yeah, the zombies do the same thing, or any other mobs. They walk into there, and it's a deep enough chasm that they fall and die. And I think Jim's probably dead. Maybe he'll respawn in the morning. And then he's got hoppers at the bottom that collect it. Well, when I brought villagers back from for the Golem farm, some of them we turned from zombie villagers into regular villagers. But I also went, and there's a village. Go away, please. Up here, you can see. Oops, cancel that. There we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's like 4,000 blocks away, maybe longer. There's a zombie village, or the regular village here, and this is actually owned by somebody. You can see they've got some plots and stuff. But this village right now, at least, is not. So I went here and I grabbed a villager or two and brought it back down. And when I was doing that, it turned nighttime, and so I'm like, oh crap. I want to hide him so the zombies don't get him. So I hid him in a cave right there. And then I went and did some stuff. And I came back in the morning. There were literally like 100 zombies just like hoarding this guy's cave. They couldn't get to him, but because they were close by, he just attracted zombies from miles around. And I got to thinking, why not use that as a farm? Because we have a zombie experience farm, but you can turn zombie flesh into leather from Botania and sell the leather for like 70 or 80 gold in Harvest Festival. So that's going to be my new gold mechanic. This is going to be a gold farm, or Harvest Festival gold anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to take, I've got a villager here. Let's see. Yeah, he's in there. He's still a zombie version, but I have name tagged him so he will not despawn. And I'm going to turn him into a regular villager and perch him up on top of a pillar so that zombies cannot reach him. And then we're going to put vine traps all around him. I'll probably use this, or actually we're probably going to move it over there a little bit so we're not worried about our normal people running into this trap. But what's going to happen is all the zombies from miles around that spawn are going to be attracted to that zombie, fall into the pit, and will collect the flesh. And we're going to put it into a mana pool with alchemical catalyst, and that will go right into another hopper with a hopper hawk, and that will go right into a mailbox to mail in the leather. So it's going to be all automated, and every morning you're just going to get, oh, free money! So that's going to take a long time to build, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and if there's anything significant about it, I might come back in and show it, but it's really just a matter of turning this guy into a villager, putting him somewhere where the zombies can't get to exactly, but they can try and run to him, and when they do, they fall into this vine trap, or a vine trap, and die. And then all the Botania setup that I'll have to get Esk help me with, because I want to make sure it's automated. And hopefully that is just a money supply, all automated, and it's going to be amazing. So guys, I'll be back to show off our money farm in just a little bit. Okay guys, we're back. You can see quite a bit of time has passed. I haven't been able to play on the server as much. I've been busy with summer activities. And you can see the village has grown a little bit. We got a few new buildings. But let's explain the mob farm as it was intended to work. This is a nice little glass area that we had a villager in, or I put a villager in, and I left it overnight, and this was all encased in glass. And I came back, and a bunch of the glass was missing, and so was the villager. I have a feeling maybe S thought it wasn't working as well as it should, so he took the glass out so that they could see the villager better. And then like a zombie with like infernal zombie shot the villager with fireball or something. I don't know how she died, but she died. So, anyway, you can kind of see how this was working. All the zombies around here would be attracted to the villager, and they would fall in the vine trap. Come way down here. Most of them would die, and any mobs that had more health, you know, like an infernal mob, oops, went too far. Any infernal mobs or any of the other Gaia mobs, they would land on these magma blocks, which I got from the Nether, and die as well. So you'd have just a bunch of loot here, picked up by a hopperhawk. And if you've never done Botania before, a hopperhawk's really easy to make, and it picks up items off the ground. All right, and when it does, it will look for a chest next to it. And you can filter what goes in the chest by putting an item frame in the item. So all zombie flesh would go into this chest here, and everything else, basically an empty item frame, tells a hopperhawk, say, put everything in this chest that is not specified on another item frame. So it's kind of like blacklisting the other things, where these are whitelisting. So any loots that come down from this kill chamber will just go in this chest, and I'll show you where those go later. You can see there is a item pump from Embers, pumping those out of there. Same thing over here. We used I use a lot of Embers because it's so cheap to make the pipes, and they look pretty cool. So this one, all the zombie flesh comes up, comes out of here, goes into an open crate, which drops it down into a mana pool, and the mana pool has a catalyst underneath it to turn it into leather. You can see I don't have enough mana in there, but that's the conversion right there, which the hopperhawk will then pick up and put in this chest. It will come up here and drop into here and go in these two hoppers. Really nice. Embers is pretty much 50-50. It's not exact, but it's just kind of a random distribution when you have this. So that means about half would go in here, about half would go in here. And then I placed, I believe, this shipment box, and I'm not sure if Esk picked this one up and placed it again or not, but he needs to. If you're watching this, Esk, make sure you one of these is yours, and then we'll basically share half of the zombie flesh as gold. And I think it's 80 gold. So every time a zombie comes down here, we're making pretty much 80 gold, only the cost of mana. Speaking of mana, let's put a little bit more in here. I brought a mana tablet down. I do not have a way of getting mana down here, so I need to work on that. Where did my tablet go? That's... Oh, the hopperhawk picked it up. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's cool. So anything that goes in this chest, I think I need to turn this on. There we'll go. We'll go under the ground, come over here, and land in any of these two bottom chests. So you can see they've been filling up with just random junk for whatever falls down the pit. You can see even some Gaia mobs are falling down there, or Infernal, I mean, and even some spiders, I guess, fell down there and died. And then we've also got this mob farm. This is our old mob farm. Oh, there's an Infernal in there. Dang it. Just die. So this is our original XP zombie farm, and it actually does pretty decent. And then if you end up with a bunch of rotten flesh like I did there, you just put it in this chest, and this will send it back. Let's see if we can catch it real quick into here, and you can see it's been converted into leather and being shipped off. So it's 6 o'clock today. We should get a decent amount of gold for all this leather that we're throwing in there. It does go through mana quite fast, but you know, mana is pretty infinite, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Sorry to get a drink, but that is the pretty much the whole system. Zombies come in, leather goes out, and gold is made. So that's the farm. Let's go upstairs a little bit and talk about what's changed. Who's copying books? Is this my book? Sharpness 4? I don't think so. I don't know. Let me see. Do I have my sharpness 4 protection? No, I think this is S. I'll put it in there. I don't know. Ask if that's yours. Not yours, throw it in mine thing. Let me just kill these since they're here. I'm so close to 30 levels. Then I got this junk that I gotta get rid of. We have so much junk chests. Oh, a Silk Touch Axe. Is that so? So we did an update on the server. Grim did an update, to be precise. And he removed Wayla. And Wayla relied on a mob called Endercore, or Endercore relied on Wayla, one of the others. And so that also got taken out. And unfortunately, Endercore was the mod that added XP boost on your weapons. So I no longer have that on my sword. And I also don't have auto smelt on my pick. I'm not too upset about that because auto smelt is nice, but it's also kind of a pain. But yeah, so we lost a few of enchants. That why some of my sword or weapons look a little bit bare. Put this rotten flesh in here as well. All right, so we'll head up. The patch didn't change a lot, really at all. So that's okay. Now, what I did also, I wanted to test a few other things. This farm, I did not build it in a very good spot because we're in the middle of our village and we've got so much light around here now that not very many zombies spawn. We occasionally, well, here's a fallen knight coming here. We'll see if he'll fall down our pit. Come here, fallen knight. Come on in, and goodbye. I love the vine traps. They're really cool. They work just as, well, a little better, or if not the same, as just putting a sign or like a trapdoor there. So it just confuses the mobs. They think it's a full block, and then they fall. But yeah, as I was saying, this is not a very good spot for this type of farm. It's nice to have here because if you're running back from somewhere and there's a lot of mobs chasing you, because I have the super high jump, I can just jump the fence, and all the mobs will run in there. And I don't have to worry about them. But if I want to set it up as an actual farm, I need it to be somewhere where it's dark. So let's go up here a little bit, and we'll show what S has been working on while we're here. If you take a look out the window... No, can't see out that window. Let's try this one. There is a box right there. A cement box with a little moat around it. There's a villager inside there, stuck. And so I'm trying to just watch and see if zombies spawn, how far away they will come from, and how many are in there in the morning, because they fall in a little too high trap in there. This is really just testing to see if that is a good spot. That's a creeper. I'm not getting any zombie spawns. That's kind of sad. But you know, the whole thing that spawned this is I brought a villager home for the Iron Golem farm, and I just locked him in a cave underneath this bridge here, or this building, and he was just swarmed with hundreds of zombies in the morning. Oh, there's some zombies going over for those villagers. Maybe I should use that. So I'm like, if I put a villager down, I'll have hundreds of zombies, but it really hasn't materialized again. I think it was just random that was like a zombie swarm event that just doesn't happen all the time. So, oh well. Maybe this farm is not going to be the best. I thought it was going to be just amazing gold. You know, I'd have tons and tons of gold. And now that I look at it, it seems like more zombies spawn by the water. So maybe I'll put it over here, have the villager more where the original cave was that I locked him up in. Oh well. So what has S done? He's brought a few things you'll see from the Between Lands back into the overworld. Nothing big and game-changing. But he did put in a refined storage system. Grim's disabled a lot of the drives, so you can really use only the 1K and the 4K storage blocks. But that 1K storage was enough for Esk to put all of this in a drive bay. And he's left some of the stuff that we have a lot of, the bulk items up in these kind of things. I don't think there's like external storage bays on there. Yeah, because that just says andesite. Where's the stone? Yeah, stone's not even in there. So there's nothing connecting any of these boxes into the system yet. We just have to pull out of there. And there's like a bunch of other things that haven't been put in there yet because we don't have enough room. But where does he get the power to power all this? For that, we need to go down over here. And this is just the room for the Better With Mods axles. Let's see. Oh yeah, 64 leather. So I guess we did get a few zombies falling in the pit while I was offline because I didn't submit 64 on my own, so that would have been automatic. Down here, there's just some normal stuff, but yeah. Oh, here's all the 1K storages. So I guess we do have quite a few storages. That's interesting. But you can see Esk has made a bunch of immersive engineering water wheels for our power. So that's where we're getting a lot of our RF, in addition to the Better With Mods windmills. But that, I believe, is just coming up through there. There's a little capacitor down there, powering our system right there into the controller. And he's got quite a few 1K storage blocks. I guess he'll make more as we go and as we need them. This nether wart reminds me to talk about something. Oh, that's fully grown. Maybe it's not fully grown. Okay, just couldn't right-click it. There was an issue with growth ticks of vanilla crops. It was supposed to be nerfed, but not nerfed as bad as it was. It was nerfed to where they were like not growing at all, like 0 ticks at all as far as growth. So Grim has bumped that up just a little bit. So now vanilla crops will grow. So if you find a village, you know, you're going to get some growth out of that. It allows you to have things like villager breeding areas because they need to grow crops to breed. But then also, you know, you can now grow your nether wart. You can now grow some other things. So that gets me thinking. My new cash crop now is not going to be zombie flesh because that takes mana. Let's go with something that doesn't take any resources at all, and that's going to be watermelon. We're going to make a watermelon farm, and that will be completely automated, and it will stamp the watermelon, and then I'm not sure if we need to break it down or not. Did it say how much we got for a full watermelon? I think it's fine to sell a full watermelon. But we'll stamp it down, we'll put it through a mailbox, and we'll automate it that way. So I just want an automated source of money coming through all the time, so I don't have to always go down to the mine or harvest crops or anything like that. Alright, so up here, Botania is going nuts. We showed you some of this before. I have no idea what these are from. Oh, these are from Grimkor. He must have updated the mod, and it's added griffins, which are friendly, and I'm not sure if you can ride them. It would be really cool if you put a saddle on them and ride them and they flew. But I do not know enough about them yet. If someone's familiar with Grimkor and know if you can ride these guys and fly on them, let me know, because that's going to be amazing. I think I showed you tree farm already. He's fixed it so that these saplings get replanted now. So that was just a little issue. But you can see he's got the amazing mana spreaders there, and he's got tons of things going on that I don't even really know it. This room, he told me, I figured out what this room is for. Whoa, little lag spike there. This is for fighting the Gaia Spirit, and we're going to be doing that in an upcoming episode. Together, we're going to kill the Gaia Spirit, the Wither, and the Ender Dragon all in the same episode coming up. So stay tuned for that. But there's things like the Falconade to give us regen, and there's these guys to kill like the zombies that spawn, and I guess like all the little tiny guys that the Gaia spawns will go down in there. I don't know. Esk is going to show us how to do it. And the Julia, I don't know what the Julia does. I think it confines and won't let everybody hit you. So many things with Botania that I have no idea what they do. I just don't remember. It's been too long. Let's head down to the village and look at the new buildings that we've built, because I haven't progressed this far in Harvest Festival in any of my other plays. So we've got some new buildings to show off. The first is this building on the right. This is the Clockmaker's building. His doors are on wrong, but that's okay. He doesn't really do anything. He has a calendar. Oh, I guess he says, oh, you've been in town for 1 year. That's really all he does. And we can buy a clock, a compass, an empty map, and a calendar. That's kind of cool. Might as well buy a map. We don't have a map of our base. Let me get that filling out real quick. There we go. Oops. And now we have a map of our area. Sweet. Yeah, so he doesn't have a lot. He has a little kid that follows him around. You can see there's some food in here. I didn't steal their food this time. I was nice. But I think you need to become friendly with him before he does anything. That calendar that he sells, I'll show you in a minute, but basically it just tells you when the festivals are and when these guys' birthdays are. So I'm not sure if that's used for any reason. I might as well buy a recipe from Liaria while I'm here. Let's see, apple juice, fried rice. I do not know fried rice. So we'll buy that and learn it. Sweet. I just like to buy all the recipes. I don't craft many. Granny, let me out. Esk has upgraded the town hall. He has upgraded, or he built and upgraded the warehouse. The current version of Minecolonies, the warehouse, is bugged for the first version 1 and 2, and it tells you it needs chests when it really needs, and then it places racks, and it tells you it doesn't tell you it needs item frames, even though it does. So it's a little bit buggy to build, but you can, once you get to level 3, it looks like it's supposed to. The first levels 1 and 2 are a little messed up. Like actual level 2 is level 1. I think they're reversed almost. But just keep building to level 3 and it'll work. We've got the delivery man over here. He is, I believe, bugged right now. He does not know how to interact with the new racks that were added in Minecolonies. For some reason, that was like the whole reason they were put in, is so the delivery man could look for the racks to what to deliver instead of looking in every single vanilla chest in the whole village for stuff. And then it doesn't work. He spams all the time. He's like, "There's no room at the thing, the warehouse." But you can see our builder is currently working on upgrading this building. It looks pretty crappy now. He's putting on a new roof. And then over here, oh, here's one of the little kids. Hello, Fen. But they don't even give you an option to give him a gift or to talk to him at all. He's just like, yeah, I'm just hanging out here. So, don't know. This is the Gaia fountain. So you can, it comes with a bunch of these flowers. So if you ever want to summon the Gaia spirit, it's just a nice little way to do it in her little fountain. You can also throw stuff in here and she's happy. Like, let's give her a spider eye. Oh, she's like, yay, I love it. Oh, so you can summon her with anything now, not just a flower? Oh, okay. That's cool. I did not know that. But yeah, and then one of the cool things is you can ask her what the weather is tomorrow. It's going to be shining all day tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. Well, what else would it be in summer? This building is the Harvest Festival Church. You spawn this guy, who's Thomas. He says, "I'm able to bless anything you may find that's become cursed for a small fee." Okay, thank you, Thomas. We can give him a gift. I don't really have any cursed items. I've never seen a cursed item. But if we ever do get one, I guess we could just give it to him, and he'll uncurse it for us. The other buildings we've got, there's the cow farm. I've showed that before. This is the chicken coop. I've showed that before. What else? Oh, we got over here. So I told you guys before, the Minecolonies stuff is gated behind Harvest Festival. So this is the lumberjack, and he's going to get us a lot of free wood. But in order to get him, you need to, let's look him up. Lumberjack, nope. Let's see if we can find him. A sawmill, there we go. You need a golden axe from Harvest Festival. So once you get that, then you can use it to craft the Minecolonies lumber guy. So then it's kind of like you can trade in your nice axe for an automated axe. Although he doesn't seem to be working very well. Like, I'm not sure. Do you need some food, dude? Oh, no, I didn't want to. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Cancel repair. Recall. I want you over here. Do you need some food? No, you got tons of food. Why aren't you chopping? Do you not like your stone axe? There's like tons of trees, dude. Go work. I don't know. He's not the best. I would prefer a golden axe over this guy any day because he doesn't give as much wood as just one chopping down of a spruce tree does. And have we created anything else? I don't think so. We're going to be doing the mine pretty soon. If we look at, oh, go back to Minecolonies. The mine here takes a silver hammer. I have a gold hammer and a copper hammer. So I need to get this copper up to silver so I can trade that in for a mine and then keep this gold hammer for myself. Look at this thing though. Smashes 7x7 and mines a 3x3x1 if I'm in the overworld. So that's a crazy good hammer. It doesn't have a ton of durability. But you can see I've already got it 100%. So if I get enough of the next level ore, I can upgrade it to whatever's next. And that's what I plan to do. But this lurker skin pouch is really cool. That is from the Between Lands. Right now it's just a 9-slot bag that doesn't take up an inventory slot. You can actually see it hanging down here right beside the inventory, right there by my flesh. And I just hit a hotkey to open it. And I can actually upgrade this bag to up to 54 slots. But it takes a lot of grinding of mobs in the Between Lands to do so. So it's kind of balanced, but once you have it, it's really nice to have that bag because it's one of the only backpacks in the game, other than the carrying around an engineering thing the whole time. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to do it for this episode. We talked about the new upgrades, the new pack version, and built a failed spawner here. I'll try and keep working around where the best place to put that zombie is and get him in there, and then just do a simple trap that lands into magma blocks and sells the flesh. I might try and put it closer to Botania area so that we can get mana down there easier. And then I'm going to build our melon farm. Melon farm is going to involve an exploit. But don't worry, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You guys tell me if you think it's a cheaty method, and I guess Grim will let us know if he nerfs the system or not, because it's quite easy for him to turn off if he chooses to. And that's it. So guys, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later. Bye.